Look closer. Sometimes the biggest smiles hide the deepest pain. Everybody saw the picture, nobody saw the person. I walked through crowds with a storm in my chest. Said I'm fine while I failed every test. Laughing with the world, breaking when alone. Building fake walls around a heart made of stone. They love to smile, they never asked why. They saw the sunshine, never saw the night. I mastered the art of pretending I'm okay. Put on a performance every single day. I was fighting battles nobody could see, trying to find the person I was supposed to be. The mirror knew secrets I refused to admit. A broken soul trying to cover every crack in it. I wore mask so long it felt like skin. Forgot who I was underneath within, but hiding the hurt doesn't make it disappear. The truth always finds a way to reappear. Every smile was a mask, every laugh was a lie. I was falling apart while I told them I was fine. Nobody knew the wars that I fought in the dark. Nobody saw the damage hiding in my heart. But I found a light when I thought I was lost. Found my way back through the pain and the scars. The mask fell down and I finally saw the broken pieces were never too far from God. I chased approval from people who left. Forgot my value while giving my best. I carried the weight of 1,000 regrets. Every mistake became a voice in my head. I blame my past, I hated my name. Ran from the fire but lived with the flames. Then grace stepped in when I couldn't stand. Pulled me from the darkness and held my hand. Now I don't hide what I used to hate. Every scar is proof I survived that place. The pain that broke me became my song. The battle I lost made my spirit strong. No more pretending, no more disguise, no more hiding tears behind my eyes. I was never worthless, never alone. Even in the valley, I was being grown. Every smile was a mask, but the mask is gone. I found my voice, now moving on. The world saw weakness, but heaven saw strength. A broken heart, restored again. I don't have to hide what I've been through. My scars tell a story of what grace can do. I was lost, I was hurt, I was torn apart, but God rebuilt my broken heart. Yeah. Smile was masked, but the healing was real. My story isn't over.
The scars still speak. Some wounds fade from the skin, but some leave echoes in the soul. Every scar has a story. Mine still speaks.
Yeah, I remember nights when the silence felt loud. Smiled in the room while I hid in the crowd. Carried the weight that nobody could see. Looking in the mirror asking who's left of me. Promises shattered like glass on the floor. Kept building walls, then I built a few more. Every mistake became part of my name. Running from pain, but it followed the same. People saw strength, but they never saw fear. Never heard battles I fought every year. Every deep scar was a page in my life, written with tears, disappointment and strife. Still I kept walking, no hope felt far. Learning that darkness can't swallow a star. These marks remind me where I've been, not who I am beneath my skin. The past may whisper through the night, but it can't steal tomorrow's light. The scars still speak. They tell the story I survived. They still remind me of the pain, but they don't decide my life. I won't let yesterday define my name. Every wound became a flame. The scars still speak, but now they speak of hope. I chased perfection, I buried my tears. Built up a fortress from failure and fears. Thought I was broken beyond all repair, till mercy found me waiting there. I learned that healing isn't pretending. Sometimes the strongest hearts are still mended. The road was long, the climb was steep, but every promise God will keep. Now when I look at the marks I bear, I see the proof that grace was there. Every valley taught me to rise, every goodbye opened my eyes. The chains I carried, they lost their hold. Faith made my spirit brave, brave and bold. If you're carrying scars tonight, don't hide them from the light. The chapters filled with pain and loss can lead you to the cross. You're more than every tear you've cried. You're more than all you've had to hide. Your story isn't ending here. Hope is stronger than your fear. The stars still speak, but now they sing a victory. The stars still speak, they're part of my history. They remind me I was never alone, even when I couldn't find my way home. The stars still speak, not of defeat, but of amazing grace. The stars still speak, and hope has the final word. Every star has a voice. Mine no longer says you lost. It says you endured. It says you grew. It says there's still a future. The scars still speak, and now they tell a story of hope.
Yeah. Sometimes the loudest pain is the one nobody hears. I was smiling in the daylight, but fighting wars when the night appeared. I learned how to hide behind a perfect picture, laughing with the world while my heart got bitter. Everybody saw the face that I wanted to show. Nobody saw the battles that I fought alone. I was carrying storms underneath my skin, fighting my thoughts that I couldn't silence within. I said I'm fine like it was my favorite lie, while 1,000 broken pieces were screaming inside. I gave everybody hope while I lost my own, built everybody up while I felt like a ghost. I was surrounded by people but felt so alone, trying to find my way back home. I cried without tears, I hurt without scars. I was lost in the darkness, searching for stars. Nobody heard me, nobody knew. The war I was fighting was hidden from view. My silence was screaming, but nobody heard the sound. I was falling apart while I stood my ground. I was begging for someone to see what I hide. A storm in my heart with a smile on the outside. My silence was screaming, my soul was calling out. I was drowning in fear, trying to fight through the doubt. But I found a reason, I found my way back. The broken pieces of me became the strength that I have. Yeah, I had conversations with the voice in my head, questioning every choice and every step that I led. I fought battles nobody knew I was facing, lost some nights that I thought I'd never make it. But pain was a teacher, not the end of my story. The scars I was hiding became part of my glory. Every tear that I cried was a lesson I learned. Every bridge that I crossed was a fire I burned. I stopped running from the person I was, started healing the wounds that were covered in dust. I found light when I thought I was trapped in the dark. I found strength when I searched deep inside my heart. To the person who's fighting in silence tonight, who feels like they lose in the battle inside. Your story isn't over, your chapter isn't done. Even the darkest night still gives way to the sun. My silence was screaming, now my voice can be heard.
I turned all my pain into powerful words. The wounds that broke me are the proof that I healed. The battles I survived made me stronger than steel. My silence was screaming, but I finally found peace. The person I lost was waiting for me. I walked through the fire, I faced all my fears, and now I found my purpose through the pain and the tears.
Yeah, sometimes silence isn't empty. Sometimes it's a story waiting to be told.
I walked through places nobody knew I was in, smiling outside but dying within. They saw me breathing, but they never saw the battle. I carried my own coffin down a road full of regrets, buried parts of who I was, but they weren't dead yet. Had a heart full of stones and a mind full of noise. Lost myself chasing things that never brought me joy. I was fighting with my reflection every night in the mirror, trying to silence all the voices that were getting louder and clearer. I wore a smile like armor just to hide all the pain, while the person that I used to be was calling my name. Yeah, I gave my trust to people who were only passing through. Lost pieces of myself trying to prove I was enough too. I built walls around my heart, then wondered why I felt alone. Turned my own mind into the coldest place I've ever known. I was my own enemy, my own worst fight. Lost in the darkness, searching for light. I thought my story was already done, until I heard a voice say, "You're not finished, son." I carried my own coffin, but I wasn't dead. I buried all the lies that were living in my head. I walked through the fire, I survived the flame. I came out stronger, I won't be the same. I carried my own coffin through the weight of my pain, but grace came down like a storm in the rain. The old me is gone, but a new heart lives. I lost who I was to find who God says I am. Oh, I am. Yeah. I remember those nights when I prayed with no words. Felt like heaven was silent and my cries went unheard. I questioned my purpose, I questioned my faith. Wondered if my mistakes were too heavy to erase. But mercy found me when I couldn't find myself. Love reached down when I had nothing left. The chains I was carrying started breaking apart. The broken soul was rebuilt from the inside of my heart. I stopped running from the scars on my skin. They became reminders of the battles I won. Every tear was a lesson, every fall was a sign that the darkest chapters don't define your life. I thought I was carrying a coffin to my grave, but God was carrying me when I couldn't be saved. What I called my ending was only a start. He turned my broken pieces into a brand new heart. I carried my own coffin, but I rose again. Turned my deepest wounds into strength within. The world saw failure, heaven saw a sun. The story of redemption had only begun. I carry my own coffin, now I carry my cross. I found my life when I counted the cost. The old me is gone, the fear has disappeared. I walk through the valley
and I came out healed.
Yeah. I thought I was carrying my coffin, but I was carrying the weight of a life. God was rebuilding. I wasn't finished. I was being transformed. Yeah. Listen, this isn't a song about being fearless. It's about choosing to move forward, even when fear follows every step. If you're carrying pain, this is for you. Every sunrise felt heavier than the last. Every memory tried to chain me to my past. I smiled for the crowd, but I broke when I was alone. Built walls around my heart, called to silence my home. People only celebrate the mountain that you climb. They never see the nights when you're running out of time. Every scar became a sentence, every tear became a page. Every lesson carved another chapter inside my soul with age. I learned the loudest battle, never make a sound. Sometimes you're surrounded by people, yet still feel alone in the crowd. Every storm I face today will make tomorrow clear. I refuse to quit when quitting felt right. I kept chasing hope through the darkest night. Every fall became a reason, every wound became my fire. I didn't just survive, I climbed high. Pain knocked on my door more times than I could count, but every time it entered I found another route. Failure wasn't my ending, it was part of the design. Pressure built my character one difficult day at a time. I stopped comparing journeys, I stopped chasing applause. Peace arrived the moment I understood my cause. If you're tired, rest, don't give up. If you're broken, heal, don't surrender. Your greatest chapter may still be unwritten. I refuse to quit, I refuse to quit, I refuse to break, I refuse to break. Every mistake became another step I take. No matter how dark the road, I'll keep moving toward the light. My story isn't over, I'm still in the fight. When they remember my name, I don't want them to remember perfection. I want them to remember persistence. Because hope always has another sunrise. Yeah. They thought the fall was the end of me, but they forgot something. Seeds grow in the dark. I had to lose everything just to find out who I really was. I was walking through the storm with a heart full of scars, trying to find my way while I was lost in the dark. Everybody saw the smile, nobody saw the fight. I was battling my thoughts every single night. Had dreams in my hands, but fear in my chest. Told myself keep going when I needed rest. I remember those days when nobody called, when I felt like I was invisible to them all. But pain started teaching what comfort never could. Every broken piece became something good. I learned my value when they walked away. Found my own voice when nobody stayed. I was looking for a door, but I found a wall. Had to build my own path when I watched it fall. Now I'm standing here with a story to tell. I went through the fire and I walked out well. Rock bottom raised me, the struggle changed me. The wounds that I carried became what saved me. I lost my way, but I found my purpose. I fought through the pain when the world said I was worthless. I'm not who I was, I'm who I became. Pressure made diamonds out of all my pain. They counted me out, but I learned to believe. The hardest battles built the strongest me. Yeah. I had conversations with my reflection, and in the mirror said you gotta keep moving, you're getting nearer. The road was cold, but I kept my direction. Turned every failure into resurrection. I know what it feels like to question your worth, to feel like your dreams are buried in dirt. But roots grow deeper when the rain falls hard, and the strongest warriors carry hidden scars. I stopped chasing people who never chased me. Stopped letting your opinions control and erase me. I found my strength when I stood alone, built my foundation from the broken stones. Every tear that dropped was a lesson learned. Every bridge that burned was a page I turned. I'm not angry at the past, I survived, because the old me had to die for this life. I remember the nights I wanted to quit, the moments I felt like I wasn't built for this. But something inside kept telling me fight. There's a reason you're still here tonight. The pain was a teacher, the struggle a guide. The fear was a mountain I climbed from inside. I'm proof that a person can rise from the ashes, even after losing everything that matters. Rock bottom raised me, the struggle changed me. The battles I faced are the things that shaped me. I walked through the fire, I carried the weight. I turned my darkest moments into my greatest escape. I'm not my mistakes, I'm not my past. I'm the future I build, I'm the strength that lasts. They counted me out, but they failed to see the person I became was waiting inside of me. So if you're broken, if you feel forgotten, remember this: the same ground that tried to bury you can become the place where you grow. Keep going, your story isn't over. Yeah, if you're hearing this, it means I survived what was supposed to destroy me. This is for every soul still fighting in silence. Yeah, I walked through valleys where hope couldn't breathe, carried the weight that nobody could see. Smiles on my face, but storms in my chest. Every single heartbeat was put to the test. I lost my direction, I questioned my name. Looked in the mirror and barely looked the same. Every you can't became fuel in my veins. Now every scar speaks louder than the pain. I buried my fear underneath discipline, turned every setback into medicine. The mountain got higher, I learned how to climb. Faith in my heart and purpose in my mind. When the lights go out, I still believe. When the road gets dark, I refuse to leave. Every broken piece became part of the design. I wasn't falling apart, I was being refined. I was built from the fire, forged in the flame. Every battle I survived rewrote my name. When the world said quit, I learned how to stand. Holding tomorrow with today, shaking hands, I'll rise again and again. Even when the night refuses to end, the fire didn't finish me, it made me stronger. And this is only the beginning. They never saw the tears behind the victories, never read the unwritten chapters of my history. Every lonely night became another page, every painful moment unlocked another stage. I stopped asking life to make it fair, started building strength with every prayer. The deepest wounds became the brightest light, because courage is born in the middle of the fight. The pressure didn't crush me, it carved my soul. Piece by piece it shaped me whole. Now every breath reminds me why I stayed. Some battles are won simply by refusing to fade. If I fall, I'll rise. If I break, I'll heal. If I cry, I'll keep moving, because hope is louder than fear. This isn't revenge, this isn't pride, this is proof that purpose survives. Every storm, every storm. I was built from the fire, stronger than before. Every closed chapter opened one more door. The scars on my skin are medals I wear, reminders that I made it through despair. So let the thunder shake the sky tonight, I'll keep walking toward the light. My story isn't over, my voice won't fade. The fire became my am not afraid.
If you're still breathing, your story isn't finished. Stand up. Take one more step. The next chapter starts now.
Yeah. Built from the fire.